Hello everyone, my name is Shraddha Goyal. Students, welcome to the next session. Today we are going to study about punctuation and capital letter. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand that where should we use punctuation marks and capital letter. Let's get started with the definition of these two. Punctuation marks are indicators that are used in written text to separate sentences or a part of sentence from another. They indicate pauses that are used to separate sentences or a part of sentence from another in order to give it a clearer meaning, mood and tone of a sentence. Basically, punctuation marks tell us about the end of the sentences as well as where to use punctuation marks in a correct form. We are going to start with the kinds of punctuation marks. There are so many types of punctuation marks. First, full stop. Second, question mark. Third, exclamation mark. Fourth, comma. Fifth, apostrophe. Sixth, semicolon. Seventh, colon. Eighth, hyphen. Ninth, dash. And the last, quotation mark. Let's start with the very first kind, full stop. The full stop is used to mark the end of a declarative or imperative sentence to separate date from year. For an example, it's your birthday. Full stop. And whenever we mention a date, we mention it like a date 24, full stop, 08, which is your month, full stop, 2015, full stop. Let's see some more examples. Full stop to mark the end of an assertive or an imperative sentence. I am going out now. It's your example and we put full stop after the end of this sentence. Next, bring a book here. Full stop. Let's play. Full stop. So these are the sentences where we use full stops. It is your punctuation mark. After abbreviations and initials, we can also use full stop. For example, MP, R.K. Sharma, MBBS. So here MP, M.P. which is your full stop. R.K. Sharma, R full stop, K full stop, Sharma. M.B.B.S, MBBS. So these are the abbreviations. Next, question mark. Question mark is used at the end of all types of questions such as direct questions, question tags, etc. Question tags shows a question. For example, what do you want? Question mark. When is he coming? Question mark. You are coming, comma, aren't you? Question mark. To show a question tag at the end of a statement, how can we write it? He tells lies, comma, doesn't he? Question mark. You work hard, comma, don't you? Question mark. So here, doesn't he, don't you, aren't you, these all are question tags. Next, exclamation mark. The exclamation is used at the end of an exclamation to express joy, praise, wonder, sorrow, shock, etc. The sign of exclamation is used after interjections, exclamatory phrases and exclamatory sentences. Let's take an example. What a wonderful day it is. Here, by this sentence, we want to say that the day is very wonderful or the day is very beautiful. So, after that, we always use exclamation mark. Wow! Exclamation mark. This is beautiful! Exclamation mark. End. What a pity! Exclamation mark. That ride was fantastic! Exclamation mark. So, these were the examples for exclamation. Next, comma. The comma is used to separate more than two words in a series, to separate words, pair of words, phrases and clauses. In the second sentence, you can see that two separate words. After this, comma has been used. Pair of words, comma has used. To indicate a word or group of words in apposition. To separate the words yes or no from the rest of the sentence. The comma indicates the shortest pause. It is used to separate words of the same part of speech such as he bought mangoes, comma, grapes, comma, bananas and apple. For an example, someone who has bought so many fruits. So that is why we used comma over there. I ate a pizza, comma, a burger and an ice cream. So here pizza, burger, ice cream. These all the three items. So that is why we put commas over here. Next, semicolon. The semicolon is used when a greater pause is required than is indicated by the comma. It is used to separate the clauses of compound sentences when they contain a comma, to separate a series of loosely related clauses. Basically, semicolon shown by a greater than that shown by a comma. It is used to differentiate the clauses of a compound sentence if they contain commas, such as my father appreciated me, comma, I miss him, semicolon. As he died peacefully, comma, I am happy, semicolon. As he was sincere, comma, I respect him. You can see the given examples on the screen. He loves studying, semicolon. He can't go for a holiday, full stop. Colon. The colon denotes a pause still greater than that denoted by a semicolon. It is used before enumeration. For example, the following teachers will join us. Now, I am going to tell you the name of the following teachers. So, that is why the following teachers will join us. The colon, Mr. Ramesh, comma, Miss Purnima, comma, Mr. Amit, full stop. He announced to his friends, colon, I am getting late, full stop. Hyphen. A hyphen is used in the formation of compound words between two numbers indicating the inclusion of content. For an example, water repellent. Here, water is another word and repellent is another. So, water repellent, we use hyphen in between these two words. Waterproof, first class. So, here we used hyphen in between these sentences. Or a self-help center. Self-help in between hyphen, his ex-wife. So, in between ex and wife, hyphen. Next, quotation mark. Quotation marks are used to enclose a quotation, to enclose direct speech, to enclose titles of films, books, etc. Quotation marks, basically we use quotation marks to enclose a quotation. Whenever we want to close a quotation, then we use this mark. To enclose direct speech, like Mama says, comma, quotation mark start, Diya, comma, bring a book, quotation mark closed. To enclose titles of films, books, etc. Examples, the president said, comma, quotation mark start, we will not tolerate injustice, full stop, and then quotation mark closed. Next, apostrophe. The apostrophe is used contracted words. For example, must not. Here, must not is your full form, and don't, do not. Here, don't is your short form and do not is your full form. So, here we can use do not as don't. Possession, Tom's bike. Whenever we want to say a possession and whenever we want to speak about the possessive things or the possession of somebody, there we use apostrophe. An apostrophe is used whenever to show the possession, to show the omission of a letter of letters, or to form the plurals of figures and letters. At last, we are going to study about use of capital letters. Capital letters are used to begin the first word of a sentence, to begin the first word for every line of verse, to begin first word of direct speech, for proper nouns and proper adjectives, to begin names of days and months, to begin names of community, religion and sects. By keeping these points in your mind, you will be able to understand that where should we use the capital letters appropriately. I hope that this video will help you, and till then you just revise all the punctuation marks and capital letters, and I will upload the next video very soon. Thank you and have a nice day.